And welcome back. Alright, so we took this Ancient Dead contract. And we're ready to go. So these are actually more difficult than most undead because they have a nasty debuff they put on you once you manage to kill one. The embalmed here. So you really want to avoid getting too many of those debuffs on one person. With that said, I think we'll be fine. You're just that powerful at this point. Don't think we need to use nets, but Gunhild has them just in case. Right. They didn't see us just yet. It's going to be a bit annoying fighting in the desert, but don't want to drag them all the way here or something. Okay. An embalmed soldier, a plethora of embalmed nobles, and a few embalmed priests. So yeah, they have kinda nasty weaponry, and there is that debuff you have to worry about. Could make use of the indomitable tanks in this fight. I think that's actually a good idea. So let's put Gunhild like... We could wait. Let's see, they can move here. We could move back like 2 tiles and start next round. Yeah, let's do that instead. So everyone moves back 2. Don't need to shoot this bolt with Raimonda. I forget if the embalmed priests actually have magical powers or not. And if they do, what kind of powers they are. So this enemy has been added by Legends. It's a pretty fun enemy, I think. Just need to be super careful with them. Don't fight them early on. Like the design, like the sound design as well. Overall, the enemies that Legends has added are quite well done. All of them, pretty much. Alright. So the advantage of having so many frontline capable people is you can do this without much problems. Okay, now we wait for them. Okay, here are the priests. Might want to use Indomitable on them. Okay, and let's get to fighting. Maybe I should have waited to avoid that. So they're not that tough to kill. But, well, apart from these priests here who have 9 lives as well. But yeah, I need to watch out for the debuff. Game's lagging a bit. Don't know what I can do about that really. Let's move the Vala here. See how our new sword does. Have 82 melee skill with confidence. And I guess we'll tank these guys with Adelinde, even without a shield. They have resistance against ranged weapons, but it doesn't say how much that resistance is. So we can stack these debuffs on people in the back line without that much of a problem. Right. Let's go for a reap. Nice. Okay, now we are receiving plus 50 damage. I think that's supposed to be plus 50%, but not entirely sure if that's the case or not. Let's use Indomitable here. Weird rotation there. Oh yeah, and these axes have a reach attack as well. Would be good to be able to move Adelinde to this position here for her to tank both of these priests. We'll see if we are able to do so. These priests have fast adaptation as well. And yeah, these guys apparently can be stunned. Let's just go for damage though. The reach attacks also mean we can't rely too much on reach weaponry ourselves if we get that debuff applied to us, because they can just attack the person anyway. This company doesn't really rely on reach weaponry though, so it's fine. Okay, unable to get there. Let's make sure this noble only has Gunhild to target. Oh yeah, also Margareta, never mind. Missed. Okay. Priest is going for a flank. Good. Nobles also have fast adaptation, so they will hit you eventually. Okay, we could tank this priest with Aven. We have one instance of Curse of the Mummy. Could also just let her do her thing. Continue to inspire Leif. Okay. Landina taking them out. Else as well. Okay, 8 remain. Okay. So yeah, we don't have a rebound yet. Can't keep Indomitable up there indefinitely. Okay, I think we should try to stun this priest here. Oh, never mind. Oh yeah, they have steel brow. Never mind. They cannot be stunned, but the daze is fine. Could have maybe just gone for the kill down. Okay. Seems we are winning quite easily. Oh, you're a priest as well. Okay. Weird flank he's going for there, but guess I shouldn't complain about that. Accidentally ended the turn there. tried to inspire Elsa, but in return, whatever. Doesn't really matter. Okay, so pretty easy fight all in all. Alright. No level ups. Some pretty valuable loot. This access, for example. These look neat. I'm not sure if we'll be using them though. Alright. As the last of the embalmed are slain, their jewelry jingles and chimes as they fall into the soft sand. A nauseating feeling comes over you, as if you have not slept for months or had water for days. Your skin feels thinner, and your bones creak and pull away at one another. After a few moments, the feeling passes, and your strength returns. Your concern now shifts to the dozen or so corpses littering the battlefield. The vizier wanted proof, and you will provide it with more than a mere arm. You find the most resplendent embalmed slumped in a pile and take off the head with a few precise cuts, headdress and all. Strapping it to your belt, you begin to make the long journey home with your new prize, but not before taking some of the jewelry for the trouble. It's done. Okay. So Amhabal no longer has terrified villagers. You stride into the vizier's main chamber, dutifully placing the head on the table where the arm once sat. A servant in the far corner with a stained rag lets out a miserable sigh and exits the room. The vizier inspects the head closely from their seat. It is done? You nod in response. At another corner of the room, guards and servants briefly intermingle, swapping money and curses alike. I have not seen anything like this before, Crownling. But if the threat is dealt with, then you may leave with your reward. He motions you to leave, and the servant hurriedly drops a pouch of crowns in your hands. A thought crosses your mind that the gold from the headdress was likely worth double than what you were paid. Don't think so, but whatever. Meanwhile, a guard approaches the head and skewers it through the eye socket with their spear, carrying it off to the next room. As you begin to leave, you hear a loud curse and a dull thud of flesh on a hard floor, followed by girlish screams of nobles. You take the time to count your coins while eavesdropping on the dramatic events in the next room, then leave once you are satisfied with both. Okay, so a little bit of money, and also we get better prices here now, so we can go ahead and get like a 2000 crown discount on this flail here. Let's buy that. And do we want the gun? We do have the money for it. It's a nice change of pace, I guess, maybe. And we do have fearsome. I guess we'll take it. do a little bit of different thing for once. The spice of life is in the variability or something. Okay, they have 15 durability, so they're like slightly better than most of the stuff you can put into those slots. This is just if you want to look cooler. Okay. Combined vision -4, and I don't doubt it. Should be like -10 with this. 43. Let's see how this looks. Okay, we lose a little bit of head armor, but let's go with this. Let's go with that for now. And yeah. We have this... Actually, we shouldn't have bought that gun, because we've already given this weapon a rune, I guess. We could just sell it back. It's a good gun. It is a good gun. And I did give that little speech about variability. Cannon of the Moon. Let's keep it, I guess. We can put a rune on that as well. Let's at least try it out. See how we like it. We'll take some positioning to make proper use of, so having Pathfinder would be better than having... I actually wonder if this debilitate ability can be applied as an AoE. That will make the gun worthwhile. It also, in some fights, make use of Onslaught to apply Baffled with the gun. We do have 120 initiative. I don't know. We'll see. Don't usually use these grenades. The daze effect is pretty nice though. Especially if you're using those Quatal daggers. These could actually be worthwhile in the Black Monolith fight. Let's buy them. We'll see if I actually use them, but let's buy them. And now, let's take this caravan. Let's actually buy stuff first. So, tools. And this stuff as well. Guess I should sometimes like use these cooking spices. Don't think I've ever used them really. There's no real need to either though. Could buy a crafting tent. Don't really need it. Nor do we need a Fletcher's tent. Not really sure why we would ever want a Fletcher's tent unless we were running like, I don't know, 6 archers or something. So you could just buy Well, I guess if you go into the wilderness, that can come in handy. So if you don't have access to a place that sells ammunition, let's take this caravan. Vision shot. Let's just quickly check if we go through hostile territory. No, we don't. Okay. Even if we were to go through hostile territory, I probably would take that. Okay, don't need to heal. Let's see about the repairs. Okay, don't need to heal. Everything should be fine. Yeah. The desert is not home to much of anything beyond the sands, so it is rather particular when you come across a lone tree setting out by itself, and even more stranger that hanging from a branch is a fat beehive with a cloud of workers swarming around its bulbous shape. Even at some distance you can see the golden ember of their honey glistening. Okay, so I don't remember what happens in this event. Seems like something bad could happen. Let's just go. We see a goblin group with 3 champions. If we come into contact with them, they might not even want to fight us. If they do, we will fight them. Not afraid of 22 goblins. We could buy some more nets here. Do we need to? Do we want to? Guess the answer to both is probably no. Probably no. Yeah, let's just keep moving. You happen across a throng of kids scrambling around something in the grass like flies on a shit pile. Borrel starts booting them away. Scamper, you larks! Scamper! Oh damn! Sir, come take a look! A fat-faced chubster of a kid yells at you. I found it first, it's mine! You effortlessly palm him out of the way and get a look. There's a dead knight in the grass and he's no doubt been there for a while. A soft tick, tick, tick noise emits from his armor as ants crawl all over it. The little girl holds her nose with a pinch. Somewhat nasally and high-pitched, she tries her hand at some astute diplomacy. Let him have it, Robbie. These men are dangerous, aren't you? Aren't you some dangerous man? Burrow unsheaths his weapon and dramatically flashes it around. The tiny wench is right. You all best git before we put ya in the dirt just like we did this here night. That's right. We are his murderers, and we've come back to see our handiwork. Screaming and crying, the kids are scattered like birds from a bush. Robbie remains behind, leering over a bush at his lost treasures. You tell the mercenary he didn't need to scare them so badly. He shrugs and starts collecting the knight's gear. Okay, we gain a chain hood. Landina eyes Robbie when you notice who you notice is beginning to sweat. The sellsword points a finger. You're not just a fat piece of shit, kid. What are you hiding under your shirt? You won't fool a thief. Come on, show it. Sighing, Robbie lifts his shirt and a bunch of crowns go clattering into the grass. The man nods. The woman. That's what I thought. Now git. Okay, so Landina the hedge knight stealing some money. Let's see what we actually get. If something was attached to that chain. So it could be this, maybe. Maybe that. So we've repaired these. Okay, who wants to look like a mummy? Who does it make sense for? Maybe Raimonda. But Gunhild, what will you look like? Okay, that's actually... I think that actually works, kinda. And who else? Let's give one to Elsa. Okay. Let's move on. The goblins are coming. We see another group of goblins. This one is a tougher group. I don't think we'll back down from these, but if both of them somehow reach us at the same time, then we probably should abandon this. Okay, these guys are running from us, but these guys are homing in on us. They will take out this caravan first, though. Oh, no, they won't. So they're like a homing missile. Really don't want to fight goblins in the swamp. So please wait for that at least. Okay. And not in the forest. Not in the forest. Please no. Okay, so there's only one shaman. For this fight, let's start with the shield here. And I guess we'll also give this well-crafted Shamshir to Nicholas. We'll be able to hit more reliably anyway, has plus 10% to hit. Oh yeah, and we bought this that I didn't give to anyone. Okay, so let's give that to Janold. And this one, do I want to give to anyone? Elsa is a possible candidate, and so is Adelinde. I think it's pretty much Elsa, if anyone. For this particular fight, I think we'll just keep this. Keep this golden vulture's sickle. Okay, so it's not in the forest. Should be pretty easy. Goblin Shaman giving them the nighttime visibility or vision buff instead of applying the... what are they? The vines on us. Okay, so conscripts are apparently going to be fairly aggressive here. They'll probably die, but they are better at staying alive than caravan hands are. Okay. And now we have the gun. For this fight it would have been better to have the crossbow. So high ground is better for guns. It is better for bows and crossbows as well, of course, but it's even more impactful for guns. Could maybe move here and let someone rotate her to this spot. This net might actually save this conscript's life because he's going to spend his next round breaking free instead of charging at them. And they might just ignore him and go after our guys instead. Okay, so we can rotate someone. Do we want to rotate someone with Nicholas here? Probably not. I'm not that excited about getting famed goblin items because they're really not that good for the most part. These pole arms can sometimes be usable though. Okay, let's just move here. This guy's going to engage with us anyway at some point probably. Since this is a fairly easy goblin group, we can be pretty aggressive here. Might take a few wounds perhaps if they manage to puncture us or something, but can always heal those. Okay, let's do a rotation here. Not sure if this is actually a good spot to take, but take it we have. Okay, do need to keep the donkeys safe as well here. Maybe Eilika is enough for that on this southern flank. Okay, so let's keep Eilika back for now. See if these wolf riders are able to or willing to flank us. Go for the donkeys. When enemies attack a caravan, they have this weird fetish of trying to kill the donkeys before they kill you. that's super annoying. We need to keep the donkeys alive in order to keep the caravan contract actually active. I mean, you can continue with the caravan even if only one donkey is left, but then you only get like 50% pay. And I would imagine it also affects how many famed items you are spawning at your destination. So can take that shot. It's not the greatest shot ever. Let's see what we are able to do with it though. Okay, we do get a kill. Can also take this shot. Let's go ahead and use perfect focus now. Okay, 2 more kills. Okay, this Wolf Rider is trying to flank us. It will take him a bit of time though. Okay, so doesn't have steel brow, should be stunnable. We miss. Let's do a rotation here. Okay, didn't try to break free because this goblin was next to the conscript. That is why I did the rotation there. So, goblins used to have nimble in Legends, legendary difficulty. They removed that. They were super tough with nimble. I think they're a bit too easy without it though, so maybe some of them should have it. Maybe make it like a 35% chance for them to have nimble. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know. Bigger groups of goblins will be more difficult, of course, if they come with a lot of shamans, if it's during the daytime, if you can't, like, kill them with your own ranged units. Let's make sure this Wolf Rider doesn't bother us too much. Okay. Do we even have a shot here? Maybe we could get a shot on this one. Alright, let's go after this one. So it's using a shield wall in an elevated position, so we only have 21% to hit here. Don't have anyone who can break shields next to it. Might want to use a net on this guy. Okay. Let's go after this one now, because this one's stunned. Okay. Very weird moves. $52 to hit now. Guess we'll just use the net. Not that we really need to use it, but... So I'm going to hit a friendly, unless I do this, I guess. And misses everything. job, Leif. Maybe we don't need to use the net here. I mean, we don't need to, but maybe we don't want to either. Let's not use it. Oh. That perfect focus did nothing. Not that it matters at all. Thank you, conscript. Thanks for that. Alright. So let's just kill these two and be on our way. Alright. The rest of them I will leave be. Might not even be able to catch up to them. Okay, so pretty easy. This is kinda bad at this point in the game. So is this. And so is this. So you can make a short bow build with this. Never done it, but apparently it can be quite effective. Won't be doing it this run. Okay. Airman Gillis brewed the following: mead, beer, and wine, thanks to the alcohol brewing perk. Crafted the rune sigil lock. So yeah, having one person with those food perks very useful. Okay. More repair stuff. Guess it's also worth repairing that. Maybe even these. Take one tool to repair both of those. Okay. Salvage. I suppose these. And the lock rune. Guess for the Crusader. So 7% chance to have any attacker require 2 successful attack rolls. Will help her survivability quite a bit. And it's not even. It doesn't have a downside because the Crusader doesn't have vengeance like Leif here, for example. Right. We are almost at our destination, but let's continue to camp. Okay, hopefully we get more gems. And this place has been raided, so let's see. So 1 uncut gems available. Okay. It's also by salt. More tools. And armorer has absolutely nothing. There is a caravan quest here. We might want to go sell at Konigsheim at this point though. This is to Amhabal. Let's keep it here, but let's head to Königsheim to sell stuff. Got a couple of level ups to distribute though. Crusader level 18. We'll continue to take hit points, I suppose. Adelinde level 10. Let's take rebound. Blanca Tevala level 16. Okay. And head to Königsheim. We'll be rich. At least if the ambushed trade routes condition is still active. Let's quickly... No, it's gonna be nighttime. I was gonna say let's quickly check Volkenborg's weaponsmith, etc. Okay, there's a caravan here. This is to Wiese. To the east. I guess we could take that and then head to Weschenschacht. Might have that caravan still available there. So caravan missions are like my favorite missions or contracts in the game. They give you a lot of easy experience, you're able to camp, and with Legends adding a lot of things you can do while camping, that is especially beneficial. And you get into fights that grant you experience and equipment anyway. Of course, sometimes you have to abandon the caravan. And yeah, we have an absolutely ridiculous selling price here, so we will be super rich. Let's see just how rich. Potentially sell this marvelous Punisher at this point. I think we will. We'll find better weapons anyway. Selling and repairing and selling these armors also very useful, especially when you have a smith and the repair tent. Get a huge price for these silks and incense. We don't need this much food either. Sell some of it. Yummy sausages. Sure. Especially since we are taking another caravan straight away, let's just sell some of this food. Though I could craft wine out of that. Don't need so many of these heavy armors either. Let's keep this nimble armor. Guess I should remove the augmentation here. So I can just sell the rest of that stuff. Might want the augmentation at some point on someone. Or armor layer or attachment, whatever it's called. Let's do the same for this one. Okay. And we are over 100,000 crowns. Now, there are ways to spend that money, and if we spawn some famed equipment, some famed armor, that 100,000 won't last that long, but yeah, it is a lot of money still. It is a lot of money. Now, if I really wanted to grind, I could take out all these camps here, or go after these nobles here. Always come back to sell here. We could make like millions and millions of crowns. But that's kind of unnecessary. Kind of unnecessary. We are also kind of doing that already, just not as effectively as we could be doing with these caravans. Okay. Don't want to check the hiring screen. I'll just get tempted by something or someone. Let's take this caravan. Right. We can enchant one thing. What would be the best thing for us at the moment? We could make one accuracy rune for our, let's see. For example, for Margareta here, for this weapon, because she only has 90 melee skill. Let's make one at least. Don't usually use these accuracy runes, but I think they have some use. Even over the power and feeding runes. Then again, if I make a feeding rune, and Margareta does have access to perfect focus, could she? Probably not with 34 fatigue. I could do it for Eilika though. Would need to wait for level 19 to actually take perfect focus. I think that's a bit ambitious. Now we could do that, but let's just make an accuracy rune for now. Not sure that's the best choice, but it is my choice. Spacer's choice. Okay. Could have someone gather medical supplies, I suppose. And at this point, I guess we could just boost the scaling once more. Let's make it 170%. 170%. Okay, we found 5 tools. Super easy group of orcs for this stage in the game. Let's see if they want to home in on us. They'll die to this, probably. See brigands. Quite easy as well. Probably runs from us. These marauders are still chasing us. So we'll see what happens with that. They seem to want to fight us. Okay, let's fight them. Well, let's see. Are we able to get here first? Probably not. Okay, let's fight them next time. It's been an hour. So thanks for watching and see you next time.